Hello and welcome! I'm DDF Racer, and today I'm going to be trying out Studio 397's recently released version of the Circuit de la Sarthe, home of the infamous Le Mans 24-hour race. Now, for authenticity, I'm going to be driving the Oreca 07 LMP2 car in what is going to be this channel's longest race to date. 90 minutes against the AI in a full multi-class, full day-night cycle race with the possibility of some weather thrown in there for good measure as well. Anyway, hope you guys enjoy.
This is a rolling start. You need to follow the safety car in the left column.
Okay guys, so here we are.
The safety car speed is 88 kilometers per hour.
We are at the Circuit de la Sarthe for the Le Mans. Not quite the 24 hours, but the 90 minutes. Starting in pole position in the Oreca 07 LMP2 car. I'm extremely hyped heading into this session. I set a personal best of a 324.6 in qualifying. Pretty chuffed with that lap time. Now there are 9 LMP2 cars in today's race, 6 LMP3s and 15 GTEs. We are first out of 9. Hoping to have a nice clean race. Something I haven't had on this channel for a while, if I'm being honest with you. Nice clean, solid race and a good result. But an exciting race of course, because that's what you guys want to see. Anyway, following the safety car around here. I have used a Google spreadsheet, one of my fortes for people who know me on Discord, to calculate the fuel for this race. I'm going to need a couple of pit stops, taking about 66 litres in each pit stop, and about a 9-lap stint, hoping to make the tyres last for 2 stints. We'll see how we go. Of course, this is endurance racing, well, a mini version of endurance racing, so things like damage, things like unexpected pit stops should factor into the mix. The track evolution is set to 15 times normal speed, and the day-night cycle is set to 15 times normal speed, so over the course of this 90-minute race we should have a full day-night cycle. Maybe even a chance of rain in the night as well. I think it's about 20 or 30% or something in the wee hours of the morning. So that could even spice things up as well, throw an unexpected pit stop into the mix. Anyway, we are pacing here at Le Mans, ready to go racing. I'm going to do some trickery in the editing and cut to the start of the race, so I will see you guys then. Wish me luck.
Concentrate, be ready, go, go, go.
Heading down to Dunlop for the first time. Nice and early on the brakes. Car will be cold going into the first few corners. Missed the apex a little bit there. But we are still in the lead. Perfect. Have to try and break away a little bit before the Mulsanne. Otherwise we'll be at risk. Into the first chicane. Through Tete Rouge for the first time. Nice and brave. Going to turn the engine up into qualifying mode as well. Try and get a little bit of extra straight line speed.
Good start.
Pull away. Can't use too much quali mix though, because we have calculated the fuel very carefully, like I said in the intro. We won't make it to our first pit stop as scheduled. Anyway, let's pick a braking point for the first chicane. All the way down to second gear. Incredible top speed in these LMP2 cars, almost reaching 340k. Got a nice little gap behind us, so I'm going to knock the engine back down into race mode. Anyway, down the Mulsanne again, heading towards the second chicane.
We think that Offerman's has stacked it.
Being careful not to use too much of the brake pedal in these early stages of the race, or any stage of the race for that matter, because these tyres are going to do us a long time. Don't want to get a flat spot, get some damage, help slow us down. Damage the tyres. Obviously a lot of high speed straights into slow corners here. So lots of slipstreaming, lots of heavy braking. As we head towards the back end of the circuit the first time, coming up on Indianapolis corner at the end of this straight. Probably my most feared corner on the track. The car is so loose on the rear because I've taken so much wing out. It's a very delicate balancing act between the steering wheel and my right foot. So easy to loop the rear of the car around. Trust me, I've done it several times in practice. We are still in the lead, but not by much. Now heading down to probably my weakest part of the track, the Porsche curves. It's amazing how much grip these cars have. You just keep turning the wheel and it sticks. Apart from this corner's horrible. Just off camber. Pushes you towards the outside of the track. Anyway, into 6th gear and heading towards the Ford chicane. Deceptively tricky here. Whoa, I messed that up. Anyway, over the final chicane, don't take too much curb and damage the car. And that is a lap of Le Mans.
The gap behind is now 0.6.
He's still with us.
Air and track temps are decreasing. Air temp is now 30. The track temperature is now 30 Celsius.
Really need to try and break that gap. Pull out of the slipstream range. Gotta be so brave through that corner, Tetra Rouge. It will dictate your speed all the way down the straight. Any mistake you make, it's just compounded. Although, time for a nice little breather. Down the Mulsanne here. Time to marvel at the trackside. But not for too long. Straight back on the brakes again. Into the chicane. A little bit too wide there. Too much speed going in. But yeah. Time to reflect on this amazing circuit. Studio 397 have really outdone themselves here. Such an amazing level of detail through the road surface, which is laser scanned, and just the trackside scenery is just incredible. It's so immersive. I mean, I've never been to Le Mans, but in VR, it feels as if I have been there. So immersive. Nice gap to the car behind now. We pulled out a little bit. Just checking in the rear-facing camera.
Air and track temps are decreasing. Air temperature is now 28. The track temp is now 28 Celsius.
It's all about keeping that concentration up. A long race ahead of us here. 90 minutes. Plenty of chances to make mistakes, so just have to keep the concentration. The feeling through the force feedback there is just incredible. Probably doesn't come through on the screen too well, but you can just feel the car go light in the wheel. It's terrifying, yet so rewarding at the same time. Anyway, let's see if we can do the Porsche curves better this lap, guys. I think I'm taking too much speed going in. There we go, that was better. Careful not to clonk the wall on the outside there. Keep it nice and tight to the apex, use the banking of the track, and then deceptively slow through here. Away we go. That was much better. What felt much better anyway.
Temps are decreasing. Air temp is now 26. The track temperature is now 26 Celsius.
Okay, it turned in nice and early. Don't take too much curb. Get a cut track or damage the suspension.
That last lap was at 3:26.7 seconds. The gap behind is now 1.0 seconds.
Deceptively tricky Dunlop chicane. The apex is always a lot further away than you think it is. And I know I could probably take a lot more curb going through Tete Rouge. I want to be quite conservative.
Your left side tyres are really hot.
I don't want to get any kind of cut track warnings. It's a long race, like I said. It's going to be very easy to pick up a stop-go penalty if I cut the track too much, so I just want to keep it nice and safe.
Track temps are decreasing. Air temperatures now 23. Track temperatures now 23 Celsius.
Much better.
Sector 3. Sector 3 is yellow. We think that Angelo has gone off. Sector 3 is clear.
He's still there in the mirrors though. Can't seem to pull away. It's not much of a gap. This is going to be a grueling race, I can imagine. They'll be waiting to pick up on any mistake I make. Trust me, they're going to be that close. I'm going to be feeling the pressure. There's a few bollards missing off the apex of the Mulsanne hairpin there. Someone's been a bit liberal with the track limits. No bollards on the track, thankfully, though. Not that that would make a difference, of course, because there's no safety car set up in this race. The AI safety car in rFactor 2 still needs a bit of work. Whoa! Very loose. I don't care what you say, guys. You could definitely see it that time. I wasn't imagining it through the wheel then. It was definitely a big wiggle. Lost quite a lot of time to the car behind. He's now a lot bigger in the mirrors. Stay focused. Just keep on putting some solid laps in. High-speed corners are just absolutely terrifying in the car. The car is so twitchy and so loose on the rear. Had to take a lot of wing out to make the most of the top speed on the straights.
Okay, Dan, just keep hitting your marks. This is looking good. That's the fastest lap. You've just done a 3:26.7 seconds. The gap behind is now 0.7.
Again, not great through Dunlop. But here the traction control firing up in the background. Obviously these LMP2 cars having traction control, but no ABS.
You're leading.
Thank you, Mr. Spotter, for the reminder there. This is a position I don't often find myself in.
Right rear is hot. Your right rear is hot. Your left side tyres are far too hot.
Nice chance to cool the tyres down on the straight here. That's a message I'm not used to hearing either. Hot tyres, what's cold tyres?
Air and track temps are falling. Air temperature is now 21. The track temp is now 21 Celsius.
Now, as I said earlier in the video, we are running an accelerated day-night cycle here. So as the day goes on, the temperature will drop, and it will be coming nighttime very soon as well. Got some beautiful Mulsanne sunsets to look forward to. Although, hopefully, I won't be paying too much attention to them, because I'll be focusing on the track, not the scenery. I suppose that's one of the funny things about the level of detail you get in tracks these days, especially concerning the surrounding scenery. As a racer, you're looking for braking points, for references, for markers. But because you're so focused on the racing line, you don't actively take in most of the detail around the track, so most of the work is probably lost. It's only when you're looking from the onboard cameras that after the race, or the replays, or someone spectating, you get the full benefit of the work that Studio 397 have put into the scenery here at Le Mans. Too wide. It's getting closer. And of course, when you turn the detail up, you may not be actively taking in the details around the track. It'll just be adding to the immersion. It's like when you hear a car alarm going off, I guess. After a few minutes, you don't notice it's there. Your brain just switches it off. But it's still there. Ooh, not the best line through there. The rear's starting to get a bit loose now. I think I'm overheating the tyres a little bit. Sliding around too much. I need to calm it down, but I also need to keep up the pace.
That lap was at 3:26.7 seconds. The gap behind is now 0.7.
Oh, that's far too close. See if we can get the apex this time. Yes, nice! Having to be a bit more adventurous with the curbs there. Try and pull out an advantage.
Your left side's very hot.
How's my fuel?
Should be about 17 minutes of fuel remaining. 7 litres per lap. We estimate we're going to need to add 26 litres to get to the end.
So right on target. Fuel is looking good. Going to be coming in on lap 9 of this race. Now unfortunately, I can't see the heads-up display that you guys see. It's one of the limiting factors of rFactor 2. You can't display anything in a virtual reality headset. The Simhub overlay music, it's just on the monitor. Which is obviously how I capture the footage for you guys on YouTube, is record the desktop monitor, which mirrors what's in the headset. But yeah, I have to rely on the information on the steering wheel. So I don't have a lap counter, but I do have fuel. You can see that there on the wheel. Top right, 34 litres. When it gets down to about 10, I will be starting to think about coming in. Because you can get about 7 litres out of a lap here. Turn the engine down to safety car mode, you might be able to make it into, I don't know, maybe 6 litres perhaps? But you're going to lose so much pace down the straights.
You've got half your fuel left.
I just can't afford to do that at the moment. Cannot break away from this guy. Now of course my qualifying lap was a 3:24.6, but that was on low fuel, with fresh tyres. And quali mode turned up all the way on the engine as well. In the race, 3:26, mid 3:26s is probably the best I'm going to do. In practice I was doing consistent low 3:27s. Whoa, big slide! So close to losing the car then, and that would have been game over. Start to see a bit of rubber being laid down on the track now, which is helping with the grip and helping to offset the tyre wear. It's right there.
Alright Dan, we're matching race pace. The lap time was at 3:26.7. This is terrific, exactly what we came here for. The gap behind is now 0.5.
So back in the mid 3:26s again. Oh no. No? No cut track? Oh, I was expecting a warning from the stewards on that one. Which in this case, because we're not racing at the VEC, it's just the rFactor 2 system, not Jimmy Allison, the race steward. The authoritarian figure that he is. When you hear Jimmy speaking in your ear, you know you've done something wrong. Speaking of VEC, the recent 24-hour race, which I so happened to commentate on, shameless self-promotion there of course. The fastest lap in Division 1 there during the race was a 3:24.7 by Chinjik, I believe. Now, of course, my qualifying lap, which I was very proud of, was a 3:24.6. But yeah, that was qualifying for me, and that was race for them. So no real comparison.
The tyre temps are all fine.
Yeah, mid 3:26s is good for me at the moment. I'm happy with that pace. Probably could go faster once the fuel starts to come down a bit. But I'm not going to push it too much. I just need to be consistent. Hold in there for 90 minutes. Looks like the sky is changing a little bit. The reflection's getting bigger on the roads. Oh no, too wide, too wide.
Oh, on your right.
No, no.
He's still there.
No.
Right side's clear.
He's going to change of position.
Yellow flag.
Oh, he's going to box us in.
Sector 3 is clear.
So much aero push.
On your right. Still there.
No.
On your right.
Oh, the front of the car just washed out completely then when he cut across us. No! That was part of the plan. Down to third.
That's a new fastest lap for Isaac. 3:25.9 seconds. The gap ahead is now 0.8. P3. The gap to Cabrera behind is now 1.9. That lap time was 3:28.6 seconds.
Hopefully I can stick with him. Get the slipstream down the Mulsanne, get him back. Not too far off. Ah, I think I'm just a little bit too far away to make a move. Maybe into the second chicane. Oh no. Okay, now the race has come alive now. Told you I was feeling the pressure, guys. Yeah, I'm definitely getting some help in the slipstream. Gonna reach 340. Obviously be careful to adjust the braking points to suit. Very easy to get caught up in the slipstream. Use the usual braking point and not realise you're carrying a few extra kilometres an hour and undo all of that advantage. Okay, here we go. Getting closer. Well, looks like P1's checked out a little bit, though. He's pulling away massively. Maybe they were just biding their time, waiting for me to make that mistake, saving a bit of fuel behind me. Maybe I could be giving the AI a little bit too much credit, perhaps. But it's nice to imagine.
Okay, Dan, you've got 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
The sun is definitely getting lower in the sky. Not going to be long before we have to put the headlights on.
Watch your right front temperature, it's hot.
I feel like I picked up a little bit of damage somewhere. There's a strange vibration in the wheel. Oh, we're getting closer.
On your right side. Still there. Still there. Right side's clear.
Yes! Round the outside of Indianapolis. Back up into P2.
Air and track temps are decreasing. Air temperature's now 19. Track
Be careful to hold on to it in the push curves. He's looking feisty. That wasn't a great line through there. That was a terrible line through there, actually. I'm suffering from a little bit of stuttering in the VR headset. I hope that's not coming across in the video for you guys on YouTube. Whoa!
New fastest lap for Isaac, 3:25.4. The gap to Isaac ahead is now 4.2 seconds. The lap time was 3:27.8. Well done, Dan. You're looking really good. Come on, keep your focus. P2, in this lap. Incident in Sector 1. Sector 1 is yellow. The gap behind is now 0.20. Looks like P5 spinned it. Slower class car ahead. On your right, car left. You're on the right, 3 wide. You are clear on the left.
What happened there?
Track limits, come on. It's fine, mate. It's just a scrape. Sector 1 is clear.
Looks like there's a bit of a pile-up with the AI. Suffering from a lot of stuttering in the VR headset now. As we make our way through the GTE traffic.
Left side's clear.
We might have got a little bit of a tap on the rear from the LMP2 behind us. Don't think it's caused too much damage though. We did get a warning from the stewards for track limits.
Right side's clear.
We make our way through some more GTEs.
Car right side's clear.
I think it's time to put the headlights on. The sun's going down here at the Circuit de la Sarthe. Whoa. Late on the brakes there. The car is getting all kinds of loose. But I'm definitely suffering some frame rate issues here. Maybe the transition going into night here at Le Mans is taking it out on my computer. It's a very graphically demanding track. That I will say. Maybe Studio 397 could work on some of the optimization here.
Box. Pit now. Your tyre temps are good.
Stay out the way, Porsche.
On your left. Clear left. Air and track temps are falling. Air temp is now 17. The track temperature is now 17 Celsius. Okay, Dan, you're approaching some slower cars. These guys are fighting for position.
Okay, so we're on lap 7 now. I'm going to do one more lap after this. Oh, this is the worst time to catch traffic.
Left side, clear on the left. He's on your left. You're clear on the left.
Just made it through in time. Luckily, they stayed out of the way. Wow, that's beautiful with the sun in the in the distance there. Oh, and the Ferris wheel starting to light up at night as well now.
5 minutes of fuel remaining. 5 minutes. Slower class car ahead. Keep doing what you're doing. This is spot on. You're now in the lead. Okay, pit stop requested. Very little fuel left. Coming to the pits at the end of this lap. Box this lap. Isaac behind is pitting.
Car on your left. Left side's clear.
Making our way through more GTEs here. Apologies for the lack of commentary, guys. As I'm sure you can tell,
Crew is ready.
Left side there's a car. Clear on the left.
the concentration is at an absolute maximum here now. Working my way through the traffic at night.
On the left.
More GTEs. Gonna check the pit menu. Now we have a little bit of a respite. We have no damage to repair. Gonna not change the tyres and add 66 litres of fuel for our next stint.
Slower class car ahead.
I think through all of that, with the VR performance issues and the traffic issues as well,
Right side's clear.
we've kind of lost touch a little bit with the car ahead of us, which is a bit of a shame. We're going to have to start fighting back, put some solid laps in now. Oh, way too late on the brakes. Yeah, those last few laps really killed us.
Slower cars ahead. These guys are slugging it out for position. The class leaders in this group.
Guy on your left.
Green flag, sector 2.
Clear left.
Air and track temps are decreasing. Air temperature is now 15. The track temperature is now 15 Celsius.
Obviously track temperature has now taken a nosedive. It's going to be nice and easy on the tyres. Fuel only for this stop. Oh, too late. Missed the apex again. I think it's a combination of the frame rate issues in the headset and the fact I may be starting to lose a little bit of concentration. This track is looking absolutely beautiful at night though. Alright, here we go. Coming into the pits.
What's your speed limit in the pits?
Careful not to get pinged for a penalty. So no tyres, 66 litres of fuel.
4, 3, 2, 1. Box now.
Stall the engine coming into the box there. We've got a 30-second pit stop. Good to know we had 3 litres of fuel left over on that stint there, so if we need to, we could use qualifying mode for a bit. Anyway, I'm gonna have a little shuffle around so I don't get too uncomfortable in the seat and get a numb bum. Get ready to go.
Go, go.
Very anticlimactic revving of the engine there. Anyway guys, that is 1 stint down, 2 to go, as we are now well and truly into the night here at Le Mans. I hope you guys are enjoying the race so far. Let's put our tyre change on for the next stint. We'll head back out
Take care.
into the race.
Clear left. Car on your left. Left side's clear.
One of the GTEs is going to get past us. Going into turn 1. Ah!
Car on your left side. You are clear on the left.
Coming up on a slower class car. Gap to Isaac behind is now 29 seconds. Air and track temps are decreasing. Air temperature is now 13. Track temperature is now 13 Celsius.
We'll wait for the car to come back up to temperature again. Oh, is he staying in the pits?
Car on your left.
Brakes are going to cool down. The tyres are going to cool down. Back out into the race. Gap to the car ahead.
You're in the lead.
Ah, well there we go. See, I really need to get the heads-up display in the headset, guys. As there is no position indicator on the steering wheel in this Oreca 07 LMP2 car. I've got fuel mix, I've got tyre temperatures, lap time, previous lap time, fuel, revs, speed, gears. I haven't got positions. That would be very handy.
You're approaching some slower cars. These guys are fighting for position.
A little bit late on the brakes there again. Anyway guys, like I was saying, 1 stint down, 2 to go. If you're enjoying the race so far,
Side. Clear on the left.
if you're still watching the race so far, if you're still with me, then I applaud you. Don't forget to leave me a like and a comment. Too risky going into here. Get him on the exit. Don't want to dive bomb the LMP3 there.
Side. You're clear on the left.
Yeah, like I was saying, don't forget to leave me a like and a comment. If you want to see more, please subscribe. Woo! Very loose on the rear then. Gap to the car behind.
Now you're breaking up.
Gap to the car behind.
13 seconds.
Okay, 13 seconds. I think everyone else may have changed tyres. Whoa, way too wide. I think everyone's changed tyres. And because we didn't, we had a much quicker pit stop.
You're coming up on a slower car.
Whoa! Hold on to it, mister.
Left side's clear.
If we can hold on to the lead, not lose too much time on our older tyres,
The gap to Isaac
we could still win
behind is
this.
now 11 seconds.
Even though we don't have the outright pace to win this probably. I think they were playing with us in the first few laps, just holding station. We can just stay out in the lead and not get overtaken. When we all come into pit again, it'll be level pegging. We may have played a blinder on the strategy there. How's my tyres?
We don't have that data. Sector 3 is 3.2 seconds off the pace. Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate. You're coming up on a slower car. It looks like Schmidt has crashed. Sector 2 is clear.
Car right. Clear on the right.
Lost a bit of time there. Behind the BMW M8 GT. My favourite of the GTEs to drive. Hopefully we can get this guy before the second chicane.
Car right. Right side's clear.
And hopefully we can get this guy before the Mulsanne. So I've got a feeling we're losing a lot of time to the car behind. They're probably making much better inroads through the traffic than I am. Although, like I said, it's a long race. They could have an accident. You just got to hang in there.
On your left. Clear on the left.
Slower class car ahead.
There's the LMP3s. So good having multi-class racing.
Left side. Clear on the left.
At quite possibly the best of all of the multi-class circuits. Studio 397 have really outdone themselves with all of this content. I really have to take my hat off to them. Or maybe not my hat, maybe my headset. Maybe not right now. I kind of need it right now. Kill the speed on this one. Have a better run through this one. No! Ah.
Fuck's sake, Dan. Track limits. Come on.
Completely misjudged that with the GTE car there. Which way you going, mate?
Right side. Clear right.
Oh, we lost so much
Slower cars
time.
ahead. The class leaders in this group. These guys are scrapping for position.
Picked up a few unnecessary track warnings as well there.
4 seconds.
A few more of those. Oh, you're getting a penalty.
The gap to Isaac behind is now 9.3.
He's closing. He's closing.
Car on your left. You're clear on the left. Car on your left. Clear left.
Of course, this is one of the beautiful things about multiclass, is having to work your way through the traffic. Yeah, Studio 397. Well done, guys. Full day-night cycle, incredible laser scan version of Le Mans, quite possibly the best version of Le Mans.
Taking a tiny bit of bodywork damage, but you won't feel it. Keep it between the lines, track limits.
Come on, Dan, concentrate. They always say that most of the mistakes are made in the middle of the night. And I think I'm proving that point right now. It's a silly mistake. I think I just need a bit of a mental reset. Get back in the game again. Get my groove back.
You're leading.
This car is so much fun to drive though. Seriously, guys. If you have rFactor 2, if you have the endurance pack, and if you have Le Mans, you can experience exactly what I'm experiencing right now, and I would urge you to try it. If you don't have the content, that is, I urge you to get it. The absolute pinnacle of endurance sim racing in my opinion. If you want to take it one step further, you should really consider the VEC as well, the Virtual Endurance Championship. Now, I've always been aware of this. I had the opportunity to get involved quite recently with an invite to commentate on the VEC 24 Hours Le Mans, which was an incredible experience. I did 9 hours in the commentary booth, which actually flew by. It's amazing how quickly it went by. Some amazing people, incredible drivers, such fun with the commentators as well. Ossian, if you're watching this, you're hilarious, mate. Can't wait to share the booth with you and everyone else again. And a big shout out to Ed Trevelyan Johnson for inviting me there in the first place, and
You've just done a
Jimmy Allison
33.1
for giving me the opportunity to do this. But yeah, the VEC.
Isaac behind is now 6.8.
The VEC, the Virtual Endurance Championship, you should definitely check that out if you like your online sim racing. You will need a license to participate in the championship. You have to go through the Sim Racing Academy, which I'm yet to do actually. Too much curb.
Dan, come on, track limits.
I'm going to be close to a penalty now. Really have to be careful. But yeah, you have to go through the academy first. You have to successfully pass through 2 qualifying races, and then you get your license to take part in the VEC.
Air track temps are increasing. Air temperature is now 15. The track temp is now 15 Celsius. Slower class car ahead.
And I'm very pleased to announce that I will be going for my SRC license in the very near future.
Left side, clear left.
I can't remember the exact dates, but I'll make an announcement on the channel or on my Discord or somewhere, guys, so you can see the dates, because I will be live streaming them. Yep, that's right. DDF race is going live. Finally. It's going to be a new and interesting experience. You'll be able to see me compete for my license in real time. No replays, no restarts.
That's half distance. We estimate 23 minutes of fuel left.
Oh, no, too deep. Tyres are starting to go a bit now. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that and being able to interact with you guys during the race as well. Although I will be quite keen on getting through the races and getting my license, so I will be concentrating, kind of like I am now. I kind of want to do well. I want to do myself proud.
Coming up on a slower class car.
I mean, I should have really live streamed this race as well, because 90 minutes is a long time. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, I'm starting to run out of things to talk about.
Air and track temperatures are increasing. Air temp is now 17. The track temperature is now 17 Celsius.
There's a guy on your right. You are clear on the right.
Oh, that was risky. But yeah, that's the beauty of live streaming. Being able to chat with you guys in real time. Keep the conversation going. Now I'm just talking to myself in an LMP2 car in the middle of the virtual night against virtual opponents.
Gap to Isaac behind is now 1.1.
What? I think those few sloppy laps are costing us. Because we are still in the lead of the race, I believe. That's P2 right behind us. If you want to have any chance of winning this race, got to try and stay ahead of him. Because we'll both be coming in for tyres on the next stop. There's no way I can make these tyres last less than another stint. These are the softest of the compounds available. I mean, I could maybe give it a go. How's my tyres?
We don't have the data. Coming up on a slower class car.
Unfortunately, Mr. Spotter can't assist me with my tyres. Oh, I hope I get this guy before the chicane.
Track temperatures
Come on,
rising.
come on.
Now
Yes.
19. The track temperature is now 19 Celsius.
Clear right.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
Oh, I think P2's binned it.
Isaac has spun off.
I think P2's binned it. Oh, that could be a hell of a break. I think he got caught up in the traffic.
Flag, sector 2.
Did you get going again? Gap to the car behind.
I didn't catch that. Yellow flag in sector 1.
Gap to P2.
Oh no, I just can't hear you.
Spotter's not picking up on me. Gap to the car behind.
Say again.
He'll tell me when we go over the line anyway. Whoa! Hoo-hoo! Whoa! Code Brown! Big wiggle on the rear there.
Sector 1 is clear.
Which is exactly what I'm going to need to empty my underpants out now. Big wiggle on the rear. So close to losing the car. Oh, I think I've got tyre damage. Yeah. Oh, the tyres, yep. There's something wrong with the tyres. There's a hell of a vibration. And the front just doesn't want to grip up. I think I may have... I think I may have damaged them. I'm not sure if you can hear that in the mic. But I can definitely... Yep. I can definitely feel it in the wheel. Okay. Reset, recalibrate. Car's not as good as it used to be.
That lap time was 3:29.8. Slower class car ahead. The gap behind is now 13 seconds. Watch the track limits.
I think I might have to bring my pit stop forward. Get off these tyres as soon as possible. The grip's gone.
Air and track temperatures are rising. Air temp is now 21. The track temperature is now 21 Celsius.
Yep, need to get off these tyres stat. Now we can get 75 litres in the tank, which is good for 10 laps. About 34 minutes maybe. Oh, we're not going to catch him before the chicane. Let's bide our time.
Alright. You're right.
There's another few seconds gone. Let's bring up the display. Yep.
Coming up on a slower class car.
I'm going to tank it. Nope, not going to make it. Oh, the chicanes have not been good to us this lap, guys.
Car on your right side. Clear on the right.
We can cycle through the menu. See that we are on lap 14. can make it to lap 17 or 18, that'll be good. As we reach 10 past 4 in the morning local time here at Le Mans.
Right side's clear.
Yep, the tyres are gone. Tyres are well and truly gone. I just need to adjust it back a bit, dial it back. I can't brake as late as I used to. I haven't got the grip that I used to. I'm definitely nursing a flat spot. I'm actually quite tense now, guys. I've got a great result potentially here. Don't want to throw it away. I am Captain Bottle, of course. And I'm pretty sure if I get another cut track, I'll get a penalty.
33.2 seconds. Sector 1 is 1.2 off the pace. Sector 2 is 3.9 off the pace. Sector 3 is 2.9 off the pace. The gap behind is now 10 seconds.
Can't slow the car down. The braking points are so ingrained. It's hard to relearn them. You've done so many practice laps around here, and your brain goes, yep, this is where I smash on the brake pedal. But now with a wounded car, well, wounded tyres at least, listen to that. With a wounded car, you just got to readjust. That's better. Alright, we're on lap 15. It's not worth saving fuel, trying to last another lap. That's in the long scheme, in the long run, it's not good.
Slower class car ahead.
P2's closing. We haven't had a clean lap for a while. Solid lap for a while. Without traffic, without
The guy on your left.
silly
Left side's
mistakes. Whoa!
Oh, damn. Track limits, come on.
Can we stop yet? Oh, I think we need to do another lap at least. Oh, I just need to get off these tyres. I can see the sky is starting to change a bit. I think the sun is about to
Cars ahead. These guys are scrapping for position.
come up here at Le Mans. Too wide. Come on, Dan. Focus. Focus, mate. We can get these before the push curves.
Oh, on your right. Clear on the right. Guy on your left. Left side's clear.
As the faster car, it is your responsibility to find a way past. The slower car is every right to stay on the racing line. was no point trying to force the issue there.
The car behind's pitting. The gap behind is now 14 seconds.
Yep, it's starting to get lighter here. The sky is changing ever so slightly.
10 minutes of fuel remaining.
Okay, I think this is it. I'm going to come in this lap.
Okay, stop requested.
Quali mix on the engine. To coin a phrase, it's hammer time. I feel so dirty for saying that. Okay.
Pit crew is ready.
Gonna tank it, gonna change the tyres. No damage. I cannot wait to get a fresh set of tyres. Seriously, it's gonna be like heaven. There's a few clouds in the sky. I think it's safe to say that that nighttime rain didn't materialise. One element of strategy.
We expect you'll be coming out of the pits into clear air. We expect to exit the pits in position 1, a few seconds in front of V2.
Oh, it's gonna be close. It's gonna be close. As it's now daytime. That's one of the things that rFactor 2 could do with a little bit of work is the day-night transitions. It's a bit clunky.
The track temp is now 23 Celsius.
It's not a very gradual thing, it's very much staggered. You can see the stages of light.
There's a group of slower cars ahead. These guys are busy fighting each other.
Definitely feel the difference in the engine. So much extra pull coming out the slower corners in quali mix. Oh no, this isn't good. I'm gonna just have to stay behind them. Oh, this could cost us the lead. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna have to go for it.
Clear right. Right side. Right side's clear.
Alright, and into the pits.
Watch your speed.
Quite conservative on the pit entry there. Okay, let me check the settings.
Box in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Full tank of fuel
Box now.
and some tyres. What's that going to cost us? 42 seconds. Alright, pop it into neutral. What's the gap? 55, 54. It's going to be close. Take the opportunity to have a little bit of a wiggle again. So easy to forget to do that. And it's amazing how quickly your legs go dead. Especially when I'm using just a $2 chair from the from the op shop here. None of this racing seat, bucket seat nonsense. None of this high technology. What's all that about? I really should invest in that actually. I'm spending more and more time racing these days.
We're done. Go, go.
I should probably look after my my spine health, my posture. But that costs money. Who wants to spend money? Anyway guys, that was our last pit stop of the race. All being well. I'm going to head back out onto track. It's going to be close. We've got like a 9 seconds, 5 seconds.
Take care, there's a car approaching. Slower class car ahead.
Be on the left.
The gap behind is now 11 seconds. The brake temperatures are low. We need to get some heat into them. Take it easy, you've got cold tyres.
Left side, be careful, it's free wide, we're on the right, clear left.
Had to dispatch those guys nice and quickly. They looked like they were going to be trouble. Still running in qualifying mix, of course. Going to use qualifying for the outlap. We've only got 4 seconds behind. Make the most of these fresh tyres while we can. Oh, it feels so good not to have a rumble in the wheels in a flat spot. Whoa! There's so much more grip!
Air and track temperatures are increasing. Air temperature is now 25. The track temperature is now 25 Celsius.
As a racing driver, there is no better feeling than fresh tyres when you've been running around on old tyres.
Slower class car ahead.
So much more on the brakes, so much more in the corners. I can't wait for the Porsche curves.
There's a car right, clear on the right.
The gap is now stabilised at around about 4 seconds. So I'm going to turn off the display on the bottom right, head down and focus. I'm probably going to go quiet for a few laps now, guys. So, while I'm concentrating, turn the volume up and enjoy some sounds of Le Mans. Before we do that though, I'm gonna knock it back into race mode. Don't want to use too much fuel. Okay guys, I really am going to be quiet now. Concentration time. See you in a few laps.
The gap behind is now 5.2 seconds. Yellow flag sector 2. A slower class car.
Car on your right side, clear right.
Not quite sure what was happening there. The game was freaking out a bit. Bit of lag. Bit of lag in offline mode. How does that work? Suffering with performance, maybe. There's a whole bunch.
Coming upon some slower cars. These guys are busy fighting. They might not notice you.
A whole bunch of GTEs ahead of us.
He's on your left. You are clear on the left.
This could get messy.
Car on your left side.
Or not.
Left side's clear.
It's a relief to get past those guys. How's my fuel?
We think about 33 minutes of fuel remaining. 7.1 litres per lap.
Session update.
22 minutes to go. You're in the lead. The gap behind is now 4.4 seconds.
Too wide. I'm going to run on full mix.
Your last lap time was at 3:28.6. Sector 2 is 2.9. Off the pace. The gap behind is now 4.9.
Gonna run on qualifying mix for a lap. Try and get a good lap under us. Hopefully there's no traffic. We have the fuel to do it. I think I may have overfilled slightly, guys. Hey, that's one of those things. Trying to calculate a strategy on the fly. Let's see what kind of top speed we can get to now. 325. Oh, another little glitch in the game there, I think. Hopefully that hasn't affected the footage at all. I just had the headset cut out for a split second.
This is spot on. 20 minutes remaining. You've got 20 minutes left.
Heading into the final 20 minutes of the race now. Just need to keep it on the road, no mistakes.
Slower class cars ahead.
Car left. Left side's clear.
It's ruined our lap. We'll still keep it on qualifying mix though. Make the most of the straights here.
Car left. Clear on the left.
You're coming up on a slower car.
I think I can see P2 in the mirrors again now. Oh, it's going to be close, guys.
Car on your left. You're clear on the left.
Very slidey on the rear through Indianapolis again then. Hopefully this stuttering isn't coming through on the footage for you, but I'm getting a few drops in the headset.
Alright. Right,
Risky, risky. No.
You're coming up on a slower car.
Alright. Clear right. Car right. You are clear
So
on the
much time. Hopefully P2 has the same troubles. Okay, going to keep it on quali mix for another lap.
That lap was a 3:31. Sector 3 is 4.1 off the pace. The gap behind is now 1.6.
Bit of a lock up there into the Dunlop chicane. Just hear the tyres crying out in pain. Come on, let's get Techerou's good. No, 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 no.
That's barely a scratch, mate. Just ignore it.
Not like that. Not like that. He's right there in the mirrors. Feeling the pressure now. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't incredibly sweaty.
Slower class car ahead.
So much faster through the slow speed stuff than I am.
car on your right. You are clear on the right.
Cannot let him get within the slipstream. I think it may be too late for that though. Cannot let him get in the slipstream. Immediately makes a mistake at the next corner. Ah. Session update.
15 minutes remaining. You're now in the lead.
4 laps, 5 laps maybe. How's my fuel?
Okay, Dan, 15 minutes left. That's 15 minutes. We estimate 23 minutes of fuel remaining. 7.1 litres per lap.
I'm going to keep it in quali mix to the end of the race. I think I can make it.
Coming up on a slower class car.
Right side. Right side's clear.
Ooh. I clenched a little bit then. Yes, P2 got stuck behind him. Traffic working in our favour for once. Hopefully we can get these guys before heading into Dunlop.
Car on your left side.
LMP3 ahead of us.
The gap behind is now 1.7 seconds. The lap time was at 3:28.7.
On your right. Right side's clear.
No!
Car left.
No! No, 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 no!
Yellow flag, sector 1. Okay, Dan, you picked up some minor aero damage. Green flag, sector 1. The car in front of us is Smiley.
That's it. Head down. We are not losing this race, guys.
Car on your left. You are clear on the
Made it this far. A little bit of an altercation with an LMP3. I shouldn't have gone for that move into the first chicane. That was too risky. Backfired.
on your left.
Slower class car ahead.
Clear left.
Got to get everything now. Yeah, got a little bit of damage. I don't think it's affecting us too much.
We can see Elliot has gone off.
Clear right.
Sector 2 is clear.
Just got to try and catch up with the guy ahead of us. Top speed doesn't seem affected. I'm sure you can appreciate this, guys, but I'm going to be quiet now. I really need to concentrate. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves. I'm giving this race 100% now. Gap to the car ahead.
5.3.
Session update.
12 minutes remaining. P3. The gap in front is now 5.3.
How's my fuel?
Should be about 20 minutes of fuel left. 7.1 litres per lap. Smiling in front is now 5.9 seconds. P3 moving out to Isaac behind is now 2.2.
Are we in P3? I thought we were only in P2.
Remaining 10 minutes.
Who's in P2?
Smiling.
Who's in P1?
I don't know his name.
Oh, I can't believe we're down to P3. I thought it was P2. We're still on the podium at least. I hope they have bad traffic. If there's any karma in this race, they'll have some bad traffic. Oh, I can't believe I went for the move on the LMP2 like that.
Cabrera is now retired.
Gap to P4.
You're breaking up, say again please.
Gap to the car behind.
I didn't catch that.
Whoa, Code Brown again. Code Brown again. think that's P4 right behind us. Oh, we're not safe. This race isn't safe yet. I don't think we're going to catch P2 and P1 either, unless they make some kind of mistake.
Smiling ahead is now 6.7 seconds. That lap was at 3:26.7 seconds. The gap to Isaac behind is now 0.9.
Too wide.
Come on, track limits.
That last lap wasn't too bad actually. Didn't feel great, but it was only, what, 300th of a second off my fastest. I can see blue flags ahead of us on the trackside lights. I think it's too much to hope for now. Surely there's not long left in this race.
Slower class car ahead.
One of the LMP3s. It's going to be tight whether we get before the Mulsanne hairpin or not. We are closing up nicely though, so hopefully we can get him out of the way before we start braking.
It's on your left side's clear.
Nice. P4 got a little bit of trouble behind.
That's 5 minutes to go. Come on, keep it together. We'll be on the podium here.
Maybe 2 more laps. Plenty of fuel. In hindsight, I shouldn't have really tanked it. Gap to the leader.
Sorry mate, I didn't catch that.
Maybe the spotter doesn't understand that one. I'm just holding out some hope for P2 and P1 starting to fight and slowing each other down. Oh!
Race pace, the gap to Smiley ahead is now 5.0. Coming up on a slower class car, the gap to Isaac behind is now 0.7. Your last lap time was at 3:25.7. Sector 1 is yellow.
Come on, game.
Sector 1 is clear. I think P2 spinned it.
Car left. Be on the left. Left side. 3 wide.
What are you doing?
All clear.
Flat front left. Yellow flag. Watch out. You've had quite a lot of aero damage. You might need to come in and get it fixed.
What was...
Green flag sector 1.
Come on, rFactor 2. What's with the lag? We're on the last lap, and
Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate. Push, we can get this guy.
no, we can't.
Sector 2 is clear.
Oh, what's all that about? Jumping positions? It's just cars just like lagging in the screen. That is so frustrating. An hour and a half of racing, and it's thrown away by a bug.
That's 2 minutes left, 2 minutes.
Considering we've got a puncture, we're still doing nearly 300k. That's not too bad. I try and limp it home. No point making a pit stop. Obviously this is for position.
On your right. Clear on the right.
Yeah, just going to try and limp the car home.
Don't panic, we'll get him back.
I thought this was an Oreca, not a Toyota. Yeah, car's broken.
Clear right.
The car is well and truly broken. And there's another position. That's 1 minute to go. Hopefully the leaders cross the line after the 0. Otherwise we have to do another lap of this. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. It's so disappointing. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Watch those track limits,
Whoa.
we don't want a penalty. Yellow flag.
I think I killed someone.
Green flag, sector 3.
I think I've definitely killed someone. Seriously? Oh, what a horrible race. Oh, what a horrible end to a great race. It's going to be so close. Is it?
The stewards have warned us about track limits. Sector 3 is yellow.
Get it off the racing line. Off the racing
Green
line.
flag, sector 3.
Car is toast. Car is toast. That's endurance racing. Oh, don't give me a penalty. No. Whew. I need to figure out what happened there. Leave me a comment if you know what that is, guys. Have you had that issue as well? What's with the stuttering? Just as I was getting close to another car as well. Is it a level of detail thing? We have one more lap.
The gap in front is now 25 seconds. Last lap. That's
We gotta do one more lap. We've gotta do one more lap.
Sector 2. Sector 2 is yellow. It looks like Isaac has binned it. Yellow flag, caution. Slower class car ahead.
Well, I suppose this would be a good time to wrap up the video, hey? Considering we're not gonna do an after the race finish. I really should just park up and call it a day, but I'm gonna make it to the end. That's what endurance racing is about. You've got to survive. You've got to make it to the end. Something is definitely broken on the rear. As soon as I try and turn, it just spins. But yeah, guys, if you stuck with it this far in the video, I'm sorry that you get to see an ending like this. This is not how it was meant to finish. We should have been much higher. Technical difficulties happens in real life. Should happen in sim racing as well, I guess, but that's just cruel. Just cruel. I hope you enjoyed the video anyway. Up until that point, felt like an amazing race.
Green flag, sector 2.
Left side's clear.
The car was great to drive. Yeah, sure, I've been making some scrappy mistakes.
Oh, damn. Come on, track limits. You're coming up on some slower cars. These guys are fighting for position. The class leaders in this group.
Yeah, sure, I've been making some scrappy mistakes, but yeah, it was so much fun. Got really into the groove, and the day-night just...
Sector 1 is clear.
Just great. Just rFactor 2 is amazing. As has been demonstrated by this absolutely fantastic track, this absolutely fantastic car, the absolutely fantastic day-night cycle, the AI, the absolutely fantastic racing. And
coming up on a slower class car.
It's just a shame that rFactor 2 also has these negatives as well. These bugs that have just... It doesn't matter how much immersion you have, how great the game is. It's only as strong as the weakest link in the chain. And when there's things like this that can happen, that just ruin it all, it just puts a bad taste. It puts a bad taste in it. It really does. It doesn't matter how good it gets. You always know in the back of your mind that something like this could happen.
Car left. Clear on the left.
I mean, of course, I haven't seen the footage back yet. You guys, it may have looked just like it was just normal for you guys, but in the headset, everything was moving backwards and forwards and stuttering, and it's almost as if it was in slow motion. My inputs weren't registering either. It's like the whole game had just come to an absolute crawl. Oh well, so disappointing. If you did stick with the video, thank you so much for watching, seriously. 90 minutes, that's a hell of an achievement. I applaud you, you're a hardcore fan. If you skipped ahead to the end of the video and you're watching this because you've not actually watched the race, just wanted to see how the result was finished, well, we were running first for most of it. Dropped down to second before the first pit stop, but didn't change our tyres. Came back out in the lead. Managed to hold on to it through some, you know, some questionable traffic and some questionable driving as well, it must be said, and more than likely some questionable commentary as well.
Clear on the right.
But after our second stop, we came back out in the lead by about 5 seconds. We were holding the gap nicely, but came up to lap some LMP2 cars, I believe it was, and the game glitched out. Everything went into slow motion mode. Whoa! Car's toast. So everything went into slow motion mode, and we made contact. That put us back into position 3, about 5 seconds behind, and we were slowly catching. I put in my fastest lap of the race.
Left side's clear.
And, oh, what am I doing coming in the pits? I need to finish. Yep. Put in our best lap of the race, and then the game glitched out again as we came back towards some more traffic. We could have got P2, the LMP2 ahead of us, struggling.
Well done, great win, you deserved that today.
What? 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 Excuse me? Excuse me, rFactor 2, what the hell is going on? Did I win that? No. Did everybody run out of fuel? Did everybody crash? I mean, that's not a win. It says I've won, but that's not a win. I've been cruising around for the last 2 laps with significant damage. I'm going to have a look at this after the race, guys. I was wrapping it up, but
Car on your left, be on the left.
let's
On your left.
let's do some
Car,
digging.
be on the left.
I'm going to do a wrap up at the end of the video with some more information. See what the hell happened. Okay. No wrap up then, guys. What's just happened is rFactor 2 has crashed, and it looked like all the other cars ran out of fuel. So that is a bit of a anticlimactic finish to the race, to be honest. It says I've won, but I'm not counting that as a win. Cruising around for the past 2 laps with a significantly damaged car. Yeah, just not a good experience after the start of the race, which was so enjoyable. Close racing for P1, P2, P3, looking after the tyres, looking after the fuel, the day-night transitions, just everything, all the multi-class working way through traffic. It just leaves a really bad taste in the mouth. If you've had any similar experiences to this with bugs in the game that I've experienced like this, then let me know. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Just have a chat with me in the comments. I'd be very interested to know what you think. Anyway, if you did enjoy the racing while it was still actually happening and not rFactor 2 freaking out on me, then leave me a like. And if you want to see more, if you're not already subscribed, then press the big red button and subscribe. I'm going to be doing some more content in the future. I see that Studio 397 have released some Tartus single-seater cars, which, based on my history with the US F2000 car, is right up my alley on this channel. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and comment and subscribe, and yeah, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your support on this channel, and I wouldn't be able to do it without you. Well, I would. There'd just be nobody watching, so I really appreciate you just coming back and watching these videos. Anyway, guys, I'm rambling, so it's time to go. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.